Vivien Pertusot, you're the head of the Brussels office of the French Institute of International Relations. First of all, what are your hopes of accomplishing from speaking here today?
Well, I mean, the idea was to try to first of all explain a little bit the position of the French government, but also the French in general vis-à-vis the UK question, but also to shed some light on some very important issues related to the UK relations with the EU in the short term, but also in the longer term.
What are the goals of Open Europe, and what kind of success has Open Europe seen in promoting dialogue amongst citizens?
Well, I mean, Open Europe has had this is very good in terms of campaigning, in terms of branding their products, and in terms of shaping and framing the debate. And in that sense, they've been very successful in this issue of UK-EU relations in the UK, but also outside the UK.
How do you believe UK citizens would respond to a post-election referendum if the Conservatives won the election?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. It's very difficult. It depends on the outcome, obviously, but it's a very difficult question. I mean, there's no one side answer to that.
If the UK voted to leave the EU, what do you believe would be the most glaring changes to the UK as well as the EU?
Well, there's one thing that is often undervalued of the UK presence within the EU, and it's openness to the rest of the world, and the fact that it's always pushing the other member states to look outside their comfort zone, outside the EU, outside Europe even, and this is something that many member states often forget, and the UK is very good at this. And if the UK were to leave the EU, then we may lose a little bit this capacity that the UK has had so far to push the other member states to look beyond their borders, beyond Europe, and to the changing world.